Hello, everybody. Good morning. It's February the 4th already, 2019, and we're having a little break from the deep freeze. It's still kind of dark out there, 20 after 7, and my pillow exploded, and I thought I'd get up and come and talk to you for a few minutes. We're looking at the Gospel of John, and we're just motoring along right through it. It's John chapter 4. Uh, Jesus Christ goes back into the land of Canaan. That's where he turned the water into wine. And he's headed back in there. And the nobleman comes to him and says, "Can you heal my son? He's at the point of death. He's gonna die if you don't do something for him." And so the Lord said something kind of interesting. He said, "Except you see signs and wonders, you will not believe. You shall not believe." And that's kind of a telling statement that he makes. Over and over, we see the Lord and his apostles healing people and doing signs and wonders, raising the dead, and all kinds of other things like that. And later on, we hear from Paul that he says the Jews uh, the Jews require a sign, but the Greeks seek after wisdom. And so, when the Lord came back, he said, "I have not come but for the lost sheep of the house of Israel." And so, first and foremost, he came for Israel, he came for the Jews as their Messiah. And when he did that, he was preaching the gospel of the kingdom of heaven, and he was doing all kinds of miracles and signs and wonders and things like that. Then the ministry changed after he died and rose from the dead, and it became more towards faith in what the Lord did on the cross. And so that's why you get a kind of a bit of confusion now with people who are trying to perform miracles and it doesn't work, and then they have all kinds of doubts about their faith and everything else like that. And so that's where that the Bible says, "Study to show thyself approved unto God, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth." And if you can do that, you can save yourself a whole lot of discouragement and heartbreaking failure, I guess you might want to call it that. You might look at it as a failure. If you lay hands on a loved one and you ask God to heal them, that's fine. You can do that. But the age of that being the main thrust of the ministry of the Lord are, for now at least, gone. Okay, so having said all that, uh, here's the Lord, and he says, he turns to the nobleman. He says, "He's healed." just as just as quick as a wink, just as much as he said it. Now this is Jesus Christ who made everything, and when he did it, he spoke everything into existence. He said, "Let there be light," and there was light. And God saw the light, and the light was good. The evening and the morning of the first day, and then he goes on to speak everything else into existence in the 6 day creation that happened in Genesis chapter 1. Wasn't that something? He can recreate you in a blink of an eye. He can save you just like that. You ever get saved just like that? "Lord Jesus, please save me. I know that you died for me, and you rose. You died on the cross to pay for my sins, and that you were buried and you rose again on the third day." That'll do it. And it just as faster than I was able to say it. That's how fast he can say it. Okay, well, I'll talk to you tomorrow.